beautiful Appalachian mountains have sheltered many generations of my family. Their beauty in every season has been matched with harsh winters, hot summers, but followed always by abundant harvests of corn, potatoes, beans, and squash. And all of that made possible by a lot of hard work. The harvest season has always been my favorite. I love to bring some of the magic of this season inside my home as well. And that always starts with a walk around the garden and in the woods. There's just something about walking the trails my great-grandfather and granddaddy walked and the trails my 81-year-old daddy still walks. There's something about that connects me not only to them, but to their love and appreciation for this beautiful land. To really embrace this autumn season inside, I love to bring the outside in. Whether it's bittersweet, foraged from a friend, or other weeds and wildflowers, I just feel like having these natural elements inside connects me to the beauty outside. I also use things I already have, like old books, which I dearly love. Books my grandfather used as a student at Duke in the 1920s and later as a teacher and surveyor are so special to me. There are notes and dates inside that would mean nothing to anyone else. But to me, they are a very precious link to my family members who are no longer here. And finding these little surprises is special, and having these books out just reminds me. I also love to bring in the gourds and pumpkins that I've grown and pine cones I've picked up on walks because, again, I love the natural aspect that those things add. And of course, old family photographs always add something special, and I have plenty of those to use. I also love depression glass, and thanks to my mother, I have a wonderful collection. The amber and the iridescent colors just reflect what's happening outside and kind of bring everything together with this earthy and colorful, warm autumn palette. I also use my table to echo that beautiful season outside. My grandmother, Isabel, always let me help set the table, and I looked so forward to those times. Just like her, I love to set a pretty table, and because this is the table we use for all of our meals, it has to be functional, but I also want it to be pretty. Something I share with my mother is a love for pretty dishes. I love that something functional can be pretty and add that seasonal feel as well. I just think a pretty table is welcoming for a family, And I want whoever sits at my table to feel welcome and loved, but I also want them to feel special, whether it's a simple breakfast for two or a family dinner with every seat filled. In the fall, I always bring out my collection of vintage Hull and McCoy brown drip dishes. I just love the rich, earthy brown color, and I think it makes a really great base for all the bright colors in this season. These have been well loved and are very worn, but for me, that's just part of the charm. A vase of wildflowers and leaves is another favorite way to bring the outside in. And of course, fabrics are my favorite way to use what I have and inexpensively change a look. I really just try to surround myself with things that mean something or things family members used. Aprons hanging on the old screen door, some that belong to my grandmother, some I've made. Even the wormy chestnut trim on the door I painstakingly restored out of the old house and installed. It really just comes down to using what I have or can borrow from my mother. I associate this season with so many amazing family memories, and the greatest hope I have is to have created the same kind of memories for my own family. I hope you've been inspired by something you've seen here today, but I really hope you're inspired to skip the big box store and shop your own home. Clip some branches, clip some wildflowers and put them in a pretty basket or a pot and set them on your table, and then get out that dinnerware. You know, the dinnerware that you only use once a year? Get it out. Set a pretty table and then light some candles or an oil lamp. Whatever you do, make it meaningful for your family. Use what you have and make it special.